dude, like, while we wait for people to join, y'all, I've been awake since like 2 fucking p.m. yesterday. So it's been a rough one. Been a rough one this last week. My sleep schedule's been fucked up since last week on Friday when I decided to take my mom to her surgery, so I didn't sleep at all that night, right? Decided not to sleep that night. And so I ended up, taking her to her surgery, staying awake, and just, yeah. So here we are now. Here we are now. Sleep schedule all fucked up. And it's like, man. Well, when we go home later, we're gonna pass the fuck out, then wake up, and then, go to the fucking, go camping as usual. But for now, I guess we'll just take a walk together. Everyone will just take a walk together. But it's all good. It's all good. Anyways, how's everyone doing? I know it's like fucking the middle of the fucking morning. It's 8 a.m. over here, and your boy is fucking tired. I finally finished recording the last song for this fucking album like about 2 hours ago now. So I'm really fucking psyched about this, y'all. I'm very fucking psyched. And after this walk, I'm probably gonna go to fucking IHOP, maybe get myself a pancake or a waffle, and then go to Walmart, get the last bit of my camping equipment. I feel like I could, do like I already have my tent. I've used this tent before and shit. No biggie. But I plan on fucking cooking while I'm out there. Take your time with things. Don't be too hard on yourself. Easier said than done. Glad to see you taking a walk. Keep up the good work. What's up, Jay Guitar? Hey, Jay. I'm glad you're here. So I was gonna email you later today, right? And I was gonna tell you that I was gonna record the song tomorrow on Sunday when I get back from my camping trip, because I'm going on my camping trip tonight, and then I'm gonna wake up tomorrow early in the morning, come back home, and yeah, I was gonna email you and let you know that I was gonna record that demo song tomorrow. So what up, Jay? What up, y'all? What up, Slipkill? Tired, Slipkill. It's been wow, dude. It has been a crazy week for productivity, and your boy is tired. But this is the life, man. This is the life. I decided to choose these days. And hopefully this will all, eventually pay off in the long run. And then I can go back to relaxing. I mean, it's like I said, it's the life I chose. If I want. What up, Sapphire? I didn't even see you. I know it's early. It's early. What's up, Sapphire? Ah! That sounds great. Enjoy your camping trip, and I gotta go to work now. Take care, Jay. Take care. Hey, stay safe out there, dude. Slipkill, you got black hair now? When did you dye your hair, Slip? Did you really dye your hair, Slip? What? Slipkill? What? I feel you. I ended up re-dyeing my hair the other day because my black hair the other day, it started fading and turning brown. And I was like, well, it's that time of month again. Dang, Slipkill. I can't believe you got black hair now, Slipkill. Welcome to the club. Welcome to the dark side, Slipkill. I'm glad you're here on the dark side with us. No, don't actually morally go to the dark side. Morally, don't go to the dark side. You can dress dark, just morally don't go to the dark side. But damn, Slipkill, I didn't know. I didn't know you were cool like that now. Fuck yeah, Slipkill. Fuck yeah. Welcome, though. Welcome, everybody. How's y'all's mornings today? If you're on the other side of the world, it's probably going to be the evening time for you. But if you're over here in the States, it's probably early fucking morning for you guys. Just like it is for me. 8:04 over here. Don't know about y'all. Hi, I'm a kid and I'm 8 with black hair. What up, Sean? Welcome to the club, then, Sean. Welcome to the club. Later today, I'm gonna be making go for it. I would go for it, Slipkill. I would go for it. I would go for it. And dang, people have been checking out our song recently, Slipkill. I felt like this is probably gonna be our most successful work yet, Slipkill. So things have been going pretty fucking good. But yeah, welcome to the club, Sean. I'm glad you have black hair too. Feels good to be part of the black hair gang. Where are we at? Where are we at? I'm about to pull off over here to the side real quick. We'll all admire some nature together. Look at this, y'all. Let's go admire some nature. I don't know if I want to go all the way down here. Hold on, hold on. Let me freaking You, okay, I'm down here now. Nature. Wow, look at that view. Oh, USA, USA. I feel you. I feel you. Damn, water's actually pretty fucking clear. Not that bad. Damn, there we go, Slipkill. I know it's a good song. It's a good song. We made a fucking killer song, Slipkill. I'm glad you could help me with that song. But yeah, I'm trying to get a YouTube ad on that song running so we can get more people to check it out. But YouTube keeps denying my ad request because YouTube is like, oh, graphic content. I'm like, come on, YouTube, come on. Just had to climb back up that ledge. So what I'm gonna try to do instead is I think I'm gonna try to run a Facebook ad for it, and I mean we'll see if we'll see if that works out. We'll see how all of that works out. But I'm very optimistic. I'm very hopeful. So I'm feeling like things are gonna go pretty good. Things are gonna go really great. Things have been looking upwards for everybody so far. It's gonna be a good year. Gonna be a good year. Gonna be the best year. That's how I'm feeling about it. What's going on, TX2 Army? What's going on? What's going on? How's your day been? How's your day been so far? I got you, Slipkill. I got you. I know. I don't see. I don't like Facebook either. I'll tell you. It's funny. It's funny you call me a grandpa for it because, dude, I only have one Facebook account, and that Facebook account is for Marketplace only. Other than that, I don't like using it. And people are like, add me on Facebook, and I'm like, nah, man, this is just for Marketplace. I don't do Facebook. But if we want to run ads, we gotta unfortunately go that route. Oh no, you're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. How how's yours been? Tiring. It's like I said earlier. Been pretty sleep deprived, but it's all good. We're gonna have a good nap today. We're gonna literally get knocked out today, and then we're gonna go camping later. So that's gonna be fun. So this is kind of nighttime to me. The mornings are nighttime. Nights are days for me. You feel me? My boy said, how much meth and crack do you smoke in a day? 6 kilograms and 8 ounces. No, I'm just kidding. It's not like that. Damn, so it's 10 p.m. over there for you. Damn, where the fuck do you live? Like fucking China or Russia? Like, dude, over here in the States, it's like 8:08 a.m., man. Like, what the fuck? You? Is that true that you actually got gloves like that? Hold on, hold on, hold on. Australia? Oh, oh, okay. Dang, I didn't know you were all the way over there in Australia. Okay, okay. I think we're allies then. I think we're allies. Sorry, it's 10:09 p.m. Dang, a whole what 14-hour difference. But dang, I didn't know you had fishnet gloves, slip kill. Damn, I didn't know. It's 8:09 for Sean though. It's 8:09 for Sean. Damn. Thanks, Sapphire. Thanks. Love you too. Love you too. What up, Felipe? What's going on? What's going on? Just out here enjoying nature, taking a walk, and just literally getting the fuck out of our house for a second, man. I don't like being in my house all the time. Oh, okay. So you're here in America with us too. I know that's true, TX2 Army. I'm pretty sure. I'm not gonna say where Slipkill lives, but I'm pretty sure that Slipkill lives extremely close. That's all I'll say. That's all I'll say. You said ew nature. What do you have against the birds? What do you have against the trees? This is ew. This is ew. What do you have against the grass? What do you have against the grass? Gotta love the nice weather. Yes, sir. I know. TX2 Army says, I know where he lives. Oh my god. I don't want to know how you know where he lives. Oh, bless your soul. Oh, bless your soul. Slipkill's like, I'm in Victoria. Slipkill low key doxing himself over there. Rest in peace, Slipkill. Rest in peace. The dead kangaroos and blindies. Wait, what do you mean dead kangaroos? See, I'm not Australian, so I don't know much about kangaroos. But since you and Slipkill live over there, can you inform me? What do you mean by dead kangaroos? Like, what do you mean by dead kangaroos? Because we really don't know what the fuck kangaroos are here in the States. The bindies. Good God, y'all. The stabby things in the grass. What do you mean? Okay, I know what you're talking about. Never mind. Sorry, I'm being slow there. I'm being slow. What do you mean people hit kangaroos? Everyone knows you're not supposed to try to freaking fight a kangaroo because kangaroos will literally beat the heck out of you. Kangaroos are like what, nature's boxers or something like that? And grizzly bears are like what, nature's wrestlers or some crap like that? They're big old rabbits that are kind of den dies, den days, den D's, did D. Dude, I don't want to fucking fight a kangaroo, but you're telling me Australians decide, hey, we're gonna wake up and have a match with a kangaroo? Dude, no. You guys are fucking tough, man. We wouldn't do that shit here in the States. I feel like here in the States, you'd probably pull out a fucking Budweiser, try to give it to the kangaroo, and try to get the kangaroo drunk. Like, that's some American shit. Man cannot read, I know. I'm blind. My vision's slowly going out. Fun fact, I actually am wearing contacts, though. I used to wear glasses, but I wear contacts these days. So, God, it's fucking windy. God. Damn, are kangaroos actually friendly? Like, how are kangaroos? I know they have pouches and stuff, but like I said, we don't got those here in the States. We aren't blessed over here in the States with kangaroos. But I've always heard they're pretty cool. It shows Grandpa crazy. Crazy. Well, I mean, it makes sense that I'm a grandpa. I'm about 2,000 years old, so I've been on this earth for about 2,000 years at this point. My boy's about to say 2,000 years old. Man's been around since the man's so old he was at the fucking Last Supper. They're cute and us Aussies have balls. Hell yeah, I bet you guys do have balls. You're over here talking about getting in fistfights of kangaroos, dude. That's nothing we would do over here. We would not do that crap over here. We're too weak for that shit over here. I've been on this for 48 years. 48 years, bless your soul, Sean. Bless your soul. You're an old one. TX2 Army says you went to kindergarten with the dinos. Crazy comment, yo. That's a crazy comment. I never heard anyone say that shit about me before, man. I'm gonna off myself after that one. Sure. Oh, I just stare at their dead bodies. Oh, bless. Oh, bless. Silk Kill says, I've been here for 10 billion years. Damn, man said he was there when God said, let there be light. Crazy. Crazy. Oh my god, you guys crack me up. The fucking Jurassic Park theme song. What? I'm glad everyone's here today. I'm glad everyone's here today. I might bring you guys with me to IHOP. I don't know if they have an IHOP over there in Australia, but basically it's a breakfast pancake place we have over here. So I don't know if you guys have an equivalent to that over there in Australia, but let me know. Let me know because you know how us Americans are. Truthfully, us Americans, we're not too educated on other countries. We plead the fifth on that shit. Plead the fifth on that. TX2 is like, what the fuck is an IHOP? It's like I said, it's an American pancake place that we have over here. You go in there, you get some pancakes, you get some sausages. Some kills like, what the fuck? You get some eggs. We got I've heard of Macca's. I know what Red Rooster is. Yeah, we got KFC. I think we can all fuck with some KFC and Hungry Jacks. That's it. What do you mean that's it? What about burger places? What kind of burger places do you got? What kind of burger places? And what kind of burger places do you and Slip got down there? McDonald's. We all have McDonald's. We all have McDonald's. See, so Subway's kosher. Subway's kosher. I mess with Subway. Subway's good. Dang, do y'all not eat burgers down there? Like, tell me what kind of food do you guys eat down there? Because I feel like if you're saying you guys don't got like hardly any burger places, then what what's the food that you guys mostly eat in your guys' culture? Because I know over here we have we like to eat a lot of McDonald's. That's true. I don't like McDonald's. McDonald's is disgusting to me. But I hear in other countries McDonald's is better. Oh, I know what Aldi's is. We got an Aldi's too. Aldi's is kosher. Aldi's is kosher. Cole, Coles, Woolies. Okay, okay, okay. It's okay, TX2 Army. You're missing out. You're missing out. You're missing out if you don't got an Aldi's down there. It's all good though. It's all good. Yeah, KFC is fucking kosher. So kill. I used to eat KFC all the time, but not these days. Not these days. I eat prawns, chips, Mexicano Dorito. Doritos are good. Chips are good. No, my cousin has food poisoning. Oh my god. Oh, bless you guys. Bless your souls. No, I feel you on that. I feel you on that. I got a story about some food poisoning. Dang, TX2 said KFC sucks now. Dang. Mexicano specifically. I got you. I got you. So here's my story about how I got food poisoning. So over here in the States, we have a ton of burger places because us fat ass Americans, we love fucking burgers, right? And one of the burger places over here is called fucking what's it called? Cookout, right? And if you live in the southern hemisphere part of America, well, the United States, right? The Americans in the southern part of the United States swear that Cookout is the greatest burger place ever. And then you got Rallies, right? Rallies is the second burger place. So everybody over here on this part of the United States a few years ago, winter rain, what's going on? And let me know, Slipkill. Let me know. So a few years ago, everybody around this part of the U.S. they were like, you need to go to not Rallies. You need to go to Cookout Gentle Death. Cookout has the best burgers, shakes, fries, blah, 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 right? So I went to Cookout, got myself a burger, I got myself a shake, and I believe I got myself a tea at that time, right? And the tea was so horrible and the meal was so horrible that I was like, ugh, this is disgusting. I'm going to go to another restaurant. So I partially ate my food, then I went to Rally's, the second burger place, right? And now, y'all, the food was bussing and it was all right. But what happened afterwards, right, was not a fun story. It's not a fun story. So, what up, Arma? What up, Arma? Good morning, Arma. We're running on empty. Food review. Big bags. Yeah, I know. I know our takeout sizes are crazy. We'll go into discussion about that soon. But let me finish the story. Um, in a nutshell, let's just say later on that night, I threw up. I threw up. I threw up so much in the toilet that the toilet got clogged up with my puke, and I ended up having to throw up in the bathtub. And yeah, what you're saying about our takeout sizes, that they're crazy. It's not even just our takeout sizes; it's our portion sizes, right? Because there's people that I know here in the States that, immigrated from other countries into here. And, I've talked to them and I'm like, how's life compared, in your country versus our country? And one of the biggest things always was food, right? And I've heard this from a lot of different people that they say our food sizes are like super big here, portions are super big here compared to, their country. Then, I got curious, so I kind of decided to look up, food portion sizes in other countries. And I see it now. I see it now. Japan, it's a good example, right? If you compare our sizes to call psychopath kid. I don't know. I don't. Oh, okay. So that's gonna be the song name. The song name is gonna be Psychopath Kid. I gotcha. I gotcha. So if you compare our portion sizes to Japan, you're going to look at the Japanese people and think the Japanese people are anorexic, right? But then, when you realize, no, it's just our portion sizes are like fucking massive. It's like, holy shit, man. Like, what is going on? I know. That's what I hear, TX2 Army. I hear what you're saying. Our large is y'all small. Yeah. And drinks. Yeah, that's what I hear. I hear like in other countries like Japan, our large size is their small too. I'm like, damn, man, like, and it really makes me think. It really puts it into perspective. Here's how we're skinny: drugs. No, no, for real. That's the answer. That's the answer. You know, we have so much chemicals and so much processed food and processed chemical ingredients in our crap, right? That it has permanently altered our brains and bodies here in the states. So a lot of people struggle to lose weight. A lot of people struggle and gain weight, right? So you're probably wondering, how is everybody so skinny? Drugs, literally drugs. Right now, here in the states, we have a pill that's meant for diabetics. It's diabetic medicine called Ozempic, right? And basically, in a nutshell, you know, pretty good, pretty good. Basically, in a nutshell, it aids in weight loss and stuff, right? Now, check this out. Remember, like I said, it's a medication meant for diabetics. The issue is a lot of famous TikTok people and famous celebrities over here found out that, hey, we can use this medicine to lose weight. And so a lot of those celebrities, a lot of those TikTok influencers started buying up that medicine to lose weight. And now the price of that medicine that was intended for diabetics has skyrocketed through the roof. So, literally, drugs at the end of the day. TX2 says, can someone else speak so I don't feel like I'm spamming like a crazy person? Yeah, human interaction. Yeah, yeah, I know. How to interact with a human. Yeah, I know. I know. I know. We got a lot of messed up things here. I'll admit, I'll admit, dude. There, I'll say this. And me and my friends, I have some friends over here, and we've had deep discussions about this. For the longest time, right? I didn't realize how much of the world actually hated our country, right? Now, see, I'm just an everyday human being. I wake up, go to my job, and do what I can as a human being, right? And I remember a few years ago, I think it was 2018, there was videos that came out where, you know, it was some country out there was burning American flags. I was like, holy shit! But then this is what made it crazier. That same time that the other country was burning American flags, there was other. All I remember is that we done some stupid shit here in the states at the time. I can't remember what it was, but it wasn't just that country that was mad at us. Other countries were mad at us, so they started interviewing people from other countries, and it pretty much it was a wake up call. It was like a wake up call where I was like, damn man, I didn't realize we were this fucking hated. Like, holy shit, man, like damn. Now I personally didn't do nothing wrong to to my fellow Australians, to my fellow Canadians, to my fellow British, to my fellow Africans. I have no personal beef or vendettas with you, but damn, apparently I guess our fucking government over here does. Like I don't know what our government's been doing. Our government's on some shit. Okay, let me see. Hold on, your messages are getting help for review. I have to show them. I know TX2 Army. You have to do social interaction just so you can get your macas. What up, Muffy Waffy? What up? I didn't know you were here. I didn't know you were here. Yeah, I know. I know. None of us like working. None of us like working. I've been hearing TX2. I've been hearing. See, and that's the thing. This is what's crazy about that. You know, hey, here in our special little country, which we got our flaws, we got our flaws, but we also got our good stuff. Our woman. Hey. Okay, okay, okay. Just joke. No more jokes. Uh, this is what's weird. Half of our country supports him. The other half doesn't support him. So you see where the issue is there. When you have half of the population that supports him and the other half doesn't support him, it's kind of like a stalemate. So it's kind of like, what can you really do? What can you really do, right? But yeah, I've heard. I There's something. Russia is something though. Just they've been on some other stuff the last few years. Reasonable, slip kill, reasonable. Yeah, it is history repeating itself. It is history repeating itself. But it really sucks because, like, and me and other people, we've kind of talked about this, and I've seen a lot of people talk about this. It's like, what can you do when half of Americans support that person, but the other half of the country doesn't, right? So you it's just a fucking stalemate, right? And people are like, well, you can just assassinate him. We saw what happened the last two times. Plus, I don't think assassination and murdering people. I don't think that's too kosher. I don't think murdering people is too kosher. So that's not a route I would say we should go. That's not a route I would say we should go. I know, I know. That's what's crazy. That's what's crazy. I remember when it was recently where he got Zelensky to sit down with him in the office. I think he flew him out. I think he flew him out there, or Zelensky traveled on his own expense. I can't remember. But they were going to try to make that peace treaty or peace deal or some negotiation to try to at least end the war. And it didn't happen, right? But when I looked into it, I understood. I understood. why the deal fell through. Sean Garrett says, I'm gay. Yeah, Malti Walti says this looks like what happened between the North and the South during 60, 77. Yeah, yeah, nothing wrong with that. If you want to be panned, you can be panned. Nothing wrong with that. I won't I won't talk about my sexuality, but at this point I'm just being me. At this point I'm just being me. Let me see what Takes Two is saying, because you dude, the YouTube filter does not like your comments. They just keep holding that for ransom. Not just Trump, our prime minister is egging. Yeah, I know, I know, I know. It's just a weird. It's just a weird situation. Cause like this is where the situation gets weird. On one hand, here in the states, a lot of us, we're seeing the president actually keep his word and doing the things he's gonna say. So a lot of people in the states are like, yeah, this is cool. Everything's fine. Because a lot of people that wanted him, now they're seeing him keep his promises, right? At the same time, there's also consequences, right? Even if you do good things, there's gonna be bad, right? For every action, or was it like, how does the saying go? How does the saying go? I think the saying goes something like, for every cause, there's an effect. Yeah, for every cause, there's an effect. Yeah, I like it, Slipkill. I like it. And so, even though a lot of people are seeing the pros of some of the promises he's kept, right? A lot of people are seeing the good stuff to come out of it. There's also, there's also going to be the consequences that people got to face, and people will have to face that probably several years down from now. It's kind of like COVID. A lot of people are now facing the consequences of the COVID era. I don't know how COVID was over there in Australia, but over here in the States, let's just say in the States, COVID caused a lot of people to now have mental health issues and loneliness and social anxiety. So now a lot of people are now starting to deal with that. Years later, TX2 is like, Newton's law, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, every action has an equal or opposite reaction. I mean, that happens, Mossy Wassy. I remember there was a person that, yeah, I mean, here, when I get to my car, we'll talk more about it. But I remember there was a person I went to high school with, right? And this is it was kind of a shock to me, but now, I don't really care because now I'm cool with it, whatever. Um, I remember they were in a serious relationship with this one guy for several years, right? They broke up. I think they were in a relationship for probably about 3, 4 years while they were in school. And then during their senior year, they broke up. And their senior year, it was like a few months into their senior year, she came out as trans to everybody, and she started dating a girl. Now, at the time, I was kind of shocked, given that was me at that time. Me at that time, I had different views and stuff. So at that time, I wasn't accepting of stuff like that. Where now I'm more so like, let people be. That's what a person wants to be. Understandable. I'll accept them now. But at that time, I didn't accept people like that. At that time, I didn't even understand people like that, right? So I more so understand people now and understand, just let people be. Just let people be. And so, I kind of wonder what they're doing sometimes. I wonder, if they've got married now. Wonder if their life is good. That's what I wonder sometimes. Okay, let's see. Someone from Canada came here and spread it all over my town. Oh, bless your soul, TX2. Bless your soul. Bless your soul. I think action has its equal and opposite reaction. Is Newton's third law of motion. Tisk, tisk. Oh, Subkill says 1v1. Okay, 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 okay. God, this walk is longer than I fucking thought it was. I'm trying to go get a nice breakfast after this and then go, finish getting the rest of my supplies. God, God. No, but I'll go back to what we are talking about earlier, right? But I also got to kind of be careful when I talk about this because, like, basically, America, United States of America, we have 50 states, right? And You know, each state has its own political swing. So some states, are pro-Trump. Some states are anti-Trump, right? And my state is very pro-Trump, so I gotta be very careful what I say out loud in public about him because then there's gonna be some upset people. So I'm gonna be very careful. Me and you 1v1 who can sing the loudest. I think you'll beat me on that slip kill. Oh, you're trying to take TX2 on me on in a fight? Oh, okay. Go for them. Go for them. I know. It is kind of sad. So th- this is what I'll say. This is what I'll say. You know, me personally, I've seen him do some good, which I know people are like tentacles F, you're a sellout. Whoa, 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 whoa. I've also seen some of the bad. I've seen some of the bad, right? You know, even bad people can do good things. Unfortunately, but at the same time, it's no excuse to go around being an asshole to everyone, being a douchebag to everyone. Kind of, just just kind of trying to take things that aren't yours. Shit like that. That's not okay. That's not kosher, man. You feel me? Oh yeah, oh yeah. You'll get bashed. I know over here you'll get bashed for that too. People really don't like them. People really don't like them over here. I know because people have told me to kind of like off myself just because I like him. I think even one of my followers was also telling me they were like, "Ew, you like him? Can't mess with you now." I'm like, "Oh well, who cares?" At this point, I'm like, "Fuck it, man." That's where I'm kind of at these days. I'm kind of like, fuck it, man. It is what it is. You want to hate, you want to hate. It is what it is. Just continuing the flow of life, baby. Just continuing the flow of life. And now we're gonna go get some fucking breakfast. Woohoo. You said Shrek pants lay. I don't got no fucking Shrek pants, but I think I might know people who do. I think I might know people who do. Dude said I almost got bashed for wearing Shrek pants. Crazy. I mean, if you want to wear Shrek pants, go for it. If I'm wearing Shrek pants, mine I'd have to have donkey on it. 'Cause if it's not donkey, then it's not kosher. All right, now that I'm back in my car, no worry about anyone coming at me. People tell me I should jump off a bridge because I like TX2. I feel you, man. Dude, you cannot be a TX2 fan in the year 2025 without people telling you to, off yourself or some crap. I'm like, damn, man. I'm like, I get it. People don't like him, but damn. So this is basically the final thing I'll say about the Trump thing, right? Because now I'm in my car, so I don't gotta fucking worry, right? You know, promises over here in the states. He said that he'd crack on an immigration. He's been cracking down on that recently. He said that he would declassify the fucking Martin Luther King, JFK, CIA files. He done that recently, and so he he's just been pushing like fucking crazy to keep his promises, and so his supporters. It's only making his supporters love him more, right? But this is where it's kind of fucked up. This is the thing that boggled my mind. Right? We go back to the Russia-Ukraine war. Anyone who saw that shit knew, hey man, it's not Ukraine's fault, yo. Anyone who was watching it understood. Hey man, Ukraine, they they're good people. They didn't deserve that shit, right? Unfortunately, now we're at a time where, because Ukraine decided to turn down that deal, Ukraine's being people over here in the States have been calling Zelensky Hitler 2.0. People are calling it Zelensky a fucking dictator, all types of shit. I'm like, damn, man, damn. I'm like, okay, but motherfuckers are just wild over here. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm trying to live. I'm trying to stay alive. But damn, man, damn, shit is crazy here in United fucking States. We're called USA, but are we really that united? Are we really? All right, I'll check what else you guys are saying. Chicks2 says, if I got told if I listen to him anymore, I'll get kicked out. Bless your soul. Yeah, I remember Mothy Wathy. I remember. It's okay. It's okay, Mothy Wathy. It happens. Oh, okay. Green Day. Green Day's fucking killer. I used to listen to Green Day all the time back when I was in high school. Even when I was a kid, Green Day's good. Green Day is such a great band. Justice for Slinky. Justice for Slinky, indeed. My favorite Green Day songs are probably gonna have to be I don't want to say this one. So 121 Guns. Fuck. What's the other song? I always forget the song name, but it plays at the ending of Twilight, the second Twilight movie. I think it's the second Twilight movie. It's the credits song. And the third one would have to be American Idiot. American Idiot is such a great song. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. Have a good one, Mothy Wathy. You have a good one. Grandpa TX2 says Grandpa listens to classical art. Crazy! We call it Green Day classical art. What the fuck? What the fuck? Crazy. Crazy comment to make. Crazy comment to make. God. Yeah. Twilight's a classical movie these days. You don't want to watch Twilight. You do not want to watch Twilight. Twilight's just it's just something. It's just something. But basically, in a nutshell, you have a, a cringy vampire. You basically have, how do I put this? You have a team that wants to figure out who this cringy vampire is, why this cringy vampire, is acting all weird and strange. Eventually, she finds out too much, and you know, one thing leads to another, and she starts having a vampire baby. Lo and behold, you have a thirsty fuckboy werewolf who wants to get with said girl, and so cringy vampire and fuckboy werewolf start having a fucking slap fight over this girl. And in the final movie, you don't want to know what happens at the end of the final movie, but werewolf guy ends up becoming a pedo, bro. I'll just say that. And I don't care if it's for the movie plot, it's still pedo. Still fucking pedo. Still pedophile Diddy shit. Like, no. But it's the movie plot. No. It's pedophile Diddy shit. I don't care what any Twilight fan says. He tried to imprint on a newborn baby. That's all I'll say. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Old version of the Vampire Diaries. I'll just keep it like that. And now let me do a freaking U-turn right here. Hold on, y'all. Okay, there we go. You don't want to go to USA, Slipkill, dude. I'm. I mean, we have some cool shit over here, but man, it's a trap here in the States, man. This is what boggled my mind. Our system here in America is just so broken. I mean, we have some good things. There's a lot of things I love in our country. But damn, dude, our system is literally built against, your everyday American here in the country. But I mean, things have there's been some things that have improved over the last 20 years. Some things like wages have gone up, workers' rights have increased here in the states compared to 20 years ago, so that's good. But man, our food kind of sucks. Really does. I mean, dude, there's just so much. There's just so much stuff. I don't even know where to fucking start. TX2 Army says don't crash, Grandpa. Big fucking excuse me. Yeah. I mean, we got a $1 store where you can get almost anything for $1.25. So I mean that's fucking cool. Damn, damn. TX2 Army says their taxes have increased. Bless your soul, TX2 Army. Bless your soul, TX2 Army. Bless your fucking soul. Your guys' taxes have increased. Our depression has increased. For my music, yeah, that's understandable. Here in America, I don't know how it is down there, but over here in America, yeah. Here in America, this is what's weird. Here in America, music now here in America is mostly about making money. So unless you're in the business to try to make money off your music here in the states, then people don't want it. I mean, we got some cool, catchy music, but damn, man, like trying to be the record companies over here are just very greedy. You don't want me to talk about that, man. You don't want me to really go down that rabbit hole because oh man, oh man, just that's no adult. Oh, okay. Like in a nutshell, with it's basically like this: the record companies over here in America, they don't want people that's talented, right? And understandable. They don't want people that have a good singing voice. They don't want a good guitar player. What they want over here, and the record companies, they've been very open about this. They want artists that can make them money. So they don't care if you can't sing, right? As long as you can make them money, then they'll sign you to a contract. If you can prove you got the numbers to make them money, they'll pull out that $1 million record advance. Yeah, TX2 Army says, yeah, that's why they have Taylor Swift. I kind of like Taylor Swift. I like some of her music. I like her. She used to do country music. I like her country music from back in the day. I mean, Taylor Swift is something. Taylor Swift's something. I'm not gonna go deep into Taylor Swift. But I mean, that's really how it is. Good example. There's been people on TikTok who all they did was just lip sync to an Eminem song, and it went viral, and they got a record deal for it. Right? Could you imagine? You're a hardworking musician, and you see this person going viral for lip syncing an Eminem or a Taylor Swift song, and they get signed to a record deal, a $3 million record deal, and you're over here putting in the time and the effort to make actual fucking music, and this person just fucking lip syncs to a Taylor Swift song, and they get a record deal, but you don't. That's really how it is over here. Dude, we even had an AI artist that got big here. I'm like, Charlie D'Amelio. Oh dang, I didn't know it was like that down there, Slipkill. Yeah, I like Post Malone. Post Malone's pretty cool. Post Malone is pretty fucking cool. And it's just so fucking weird thinking about it here in the States. I'm just like, damn, man. Damn. And then the worst part is, so a lot of those contracts that the record companies over here sign you to, right? A lot of the times, a lot of artists don't read the contracts, and the contracts will say something like, well, you have to give us 80% of all the profits you make off of your music. So you're giving 80% to the fucking companies here in America, so you're hardly walking away with anything. I'm just like, damn. I'm 2,000 years old, Mr. Big Boss. I'm 2,000 years old. I'm literally 2,000, dude. Like, I've been here. I've been here since the Last Supper, yo. I was there with my boy Christ, and we were sipping wine, yo. We were sipping wine. It was a nice time. It was a nice time. It was a nice time. For real, for real, for real, for real. It was nice. It was nice. I'm just watching as someone literally cleans a fucking ambulance while I sit here right now, y'all. Yeah, the dinos. I know, dude. I am getting fucking old, y'all. I'm literally, man. This is what's fucking crazy, and I'll say this before I go. This is some real shit. You're never too old to fucking find success in this fucking world, right? Did you just commit blasphemy? Unintentionally, my bad, my bad. My bad, Mr. Big Boss. Also, nice profile picture. But you're never too old to find success in this world, right? A lot of times you got to change up things. You got to change your prerogative. What up, Pedris? What up? But you got to change your prerogatives and you got to change how you do things a lot of times. Because, right now I'm 25 fucking years old. I've been making music since I was 18, right? And a lot of people are like, "Damn, man's been saying he's up and coming." No, he's still, he's just on the coming part, just not the up part, just not the up part. But you're gonna see where I get with this. I spent the time from the time I was 18 to the time I was 22. Yeah, I'll explain. I know. So I spent the time from when I was 18 to the time I was 22, not taking this shit seriously. So I would make music, but you know how right now we're all talking on live together, and right now I got like 3,000 fucking subs on YouTube. I'm almost to a million views on YouTube, and I got like what 1,000 followers on TikTok and fucking 150K likes on TikTok, right? I did not have that shit back in the day. I did not have that shit back in the day, right? Like 3 years ago, I probably had like less than 40 fucking followers on TikTok. I only had like 200 followers or 200 subscribers on YouTube, and nobody would check me out. Nobody would listen to my music. Nobody would check me out, right? Then 2023 happened. 2023 changed everything. I actually started, like, I refused to do TikTok. I refused to do YouTube lives. I refused to do, streaming. Yeah, back in the day, back in grandpa's day. I'm telling you, y'all. I'm telling y'all. I hated TikTok. I literally hated life. I hated everything. Tokyo Hotel! Tokyo Hotel! Hi, hi. So, I hated everything. I would never listen to new music. I would always listen to old music. I still listen to old music, but I listen to a lot of new music these days. I just hated everything, right? But then 2023 happened, and I was like, okay, we got to switch things up. So I actually started making TikToks, and I was like, damn, I'm actually liking this TikTok shit. I start. It was towards the end of 2023 I started making the music I make now, but really this like the last 4 or 5 months I've been grinding on music. And I've been pushing all this fucking content out. What the fuck? I'm gonna change your title to your TikTok to grandpa. I gotcha. Yeah, I am in my 20s. I'm getting fucking old now, but it's crazy because I started making music when I was 18. But what's crazy is I have seen more success on my music this last year than from the time when I was 18 to the time I was 22 years old. Could you imagine spending 4 years of your music of your life working on music and not even having the following that you have now? And then in 1 year, you managed to outdo all 4 years. That's how this last year has been to me. Because I finally decided we got to change shit. We got to do something different, right? So yeah, I'm in my 20s. I'm getting old, Slip Kill. I'm starting to get old. That's how I'm feeling right now, TX2 Army. That's how I'm feeling. It's been a grind. It has been a fucking grind, and we're about to grind really fucking hard for the rest of the year. We are 3 months into this year. We have grinded hard as fuck, but the grind is not over. And but this is what's fucking crazy. I'm releasing less music now, but I'm more successful now. Back in 2022, I think I released probably like what 40 songs in a fucking year. Could you imagine releasing 40 songs, 40 plus songs in the span of a year? That was me back in 2022, right? TX2 says opening for good bands. Exactly, Slipkill. One day, one day. TX2 Army says opening for good bands like Coco Melon, The Wiggles, fucking Bluey and the Banshees. What the Doodle Bops too. 40. 40? No, 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 no. No, 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 no. We're not 40 yet. We're not 40. No, but even when I become a super old fucking grandpa, I'll still be fucking rocking out on stage. That shit I guarantee. I'm not gonna stop making music anytime, but damn, it's gonna be a long grind. It's gonna be a long grind. Well, y'all, I'm about to go in here and sit by my lonesome self, eating a fucking waffle and shit. So, Slipkill said 21. No, 25. 25. That's what I'm hoping. That's what I'm hoping for. That's what I'm hoping for. One day. One day. One day. But about to go in here, eat a fucking waffle or a pancake. I know! One day, TX2 Army, if we get to that big point, which I'm hoping this year. I'm hoping this year will be, if it's not this year, then it has to be next year. May 459. Why? Yeah, waffles. So we're about to go, eat some waffles for real. All right, y'all. I love everyone here. Shout out May 459. Shout out TX2 Army. TX2 Army is my child of darkness. Slip kill, slip kill, slip kill, Marlene. What you doing, Marlene? I got you. I got you, TX2 Army. Peace, everyone. Peace. I'm trying to end the stream.